the very back, right down here. It says 2.1 at the very bottom. At the very bottom of the back page, it says, number 1, it says, is it a polynomial function? All right, so I'm going to look at these things. There's what, 8 of them? Does anybody feel like you know for sure, you just have a gut feeling that something is a polynomial function? Or is not? Anybody have a gut feeling on any of those?
A?
Would you say A is a yes or a no?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a yes. It is a yes. Now, that's going to be easier to understand when we hit the nose, because we have some rules for polynomial functions. This one doesn't break any of the rules. B breaks the rule.
Oh,
B
and
is a no.
negative, is a...
Can have a negative exponent. So any problem that has a negative exponent will not be a polynomial. All right? C is a no. Why do you think C is a no?
Can't have X.
Can't have an X in the denominator. Now notice, we didn't say you can't have a fraction. We said you can't have a fraction with an X in the denominator. You can have a 2 in the denominator, but you can't have an X in the denominator. G is a no.
No variable, maybe?
No, you gotta have a variable. Check out that exponent. What's wrong with it? No fractional exponents. All right, so polynomials, you got 2 rules about exponents. They can't be negative and they can't be fractions. Okay? And then H is a no. Any idea why H is a no? Well, you can have radicals. You just can't have an X under the radical. So no X under the radical. So F is a yes. And some kids will say no because they see that radical. But what's the rule with radicals? No X under it. 5s are fine under it. No X under it. E, would you say E is a yes? Yeah, because here are your 4 rules. There are 4 rules. And if you don't break any of those rules, then you're a yes. So D is a yes. And that's it, we filled them in. So one more time, what are our 4 rules? This will be a test question. Is this a polynomial function? You will say yes or no. You'll say no if what? Negative exponent or fractional exponent. No X in the denominator. No X under a radical. Those are your 4 rules. If it doesn't have any of those things, then it's a yes. All right, got it? Okay. The next question, last one on this page. You, believe it or not, have already done this problem. It is just worded more fancily right now. It says f of 2 is 3 and f of 1 is 5. And then it says write the equation of the line. Now, this is a fancy way of writing a point. This is just a point. This is the point 2, 3. Remember, function notation is f of x. Remember that f of x?
Yeah.
If it's in the parentheses, it's an x. So 2, 3. This one is 1, 5. The number in the parentheses is the x that comes first. Now, write the equation of the line. We've already done that. We did that back in chapter P. What do we need to do? What do we need to know to write the equation of the line? Slope. And how do we find slope? 5 minus 3 over 1 minus 2.
Yep.
Y minus y. Remember, we labeled these. Some of you kept getting them mixed up, so I said label them. So y minus y, x minus x. So it looks like my slope is
-2.
-2.
Yep.
And then what?
Y minus y.
I give my point slope, so I pick a point. I'll just use that one. So y minus 3 equals -2 x minus 2. Now, for these problems that say linear function, that means your answer is going to have to be written as a function. Well, that is no big deal, but remember f of x is the same as y, so we gotta get y by itself, which we've done that before. Y minus 3 equals -2x plus 4. Y equals -2x plus 7, and there is my function. F of x, y, equals -2x plus 7. Now that is not new to you. The way it was written in the beginning is a little new, but the math isn't new. So now I want you to get out your new notes, and there is one just like that at the very top of page 15. If you don't have them yet, go back and get them. So take a minute, you and your partner, and see if you can do problem 15. Alright, so what are you doing first? Everybody should be busy doing it.
Get your, like 3-6, and then,
Yeah, so we're gonna rewrite these as ordered pairs. So 3 comma 6 and
-4, 1.
-4 comma -1. Okay, and then what do we do now? Find the slope, which by golly, everybody in this room knows how to do. Y minus y over x minus x. And again, label them if you need to. Did you get 1?
Yeah.
One?
Yeah.
Alright, then what? You're not done?
You used the plus.
Put in the
Pick a
full
point. I'll just use this one. Y minus 6 equals 1 x minus 3. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So y minus 6 equals x minus 3. And then we're going to write it as a function because that's what the directions said. So y equals x plus 3.
Yeah.
Writing it as a function just means get y by itself. Get y by itself. that okay? All right, next, number 3. Look at equation 3A. What is that? 3A.
Just,
You know what that is? Which BFF is that? Parabola.
yeah.
Isn't that a parabola? How do we know? X squared. Right? Now, if this parabola isn't our BFF parabola that's sitting at the origin, where is this one sitting?
Plus 4, left or right 3?
Right 3 and
Up 4.
up 4?
Yeah.
Now, you don't have to graph it, I'm just doing that. Would you agree then that your vertex is 3 comma 4?
Yep.
You moved it from the origin, you went right 3 and up 4? Old news. How come I have it pointing up like that?
And it's positive?
It's positive. Remember, how do I tip it upside down? What do I have to do if I want to tip it upside down?
Negative out.
Don't I have to put a negative out in front?
Yeah.
That would tip it upside down. But with no negative, it automatically opens up. Now, this line right here is called the axis of symmetry. Have you heard that vocabulary?
Yeah.
And what that simply means is, if I could cut this out and fold it in half, that would be the crease, right, of folding it in half. The equation of the axis of symmetry is x equals 3. How do I know that? When I draw that axis of symmetry, which axis does it cross? X. Where does it cross?
3.
At 3. Hence, x equals 3. So there's my vertex, there's my axis of symmetry, and it opens up. All right, let's look at B. B is another parabola. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
All right.
It'll be 1 comma negative 2.
Where has this one been moved to?
The right one.
Left 1.
Left
Oh,
one?
we're doing D.
We're doing B, letter B.
Oh, sure.
Hasn't this gone left one?
Yeah.
Did it go up and down at all?
No.
So that's its vertex right there, left one. Does it open up or down?
Up.
Up. What determines whether it opens up or down?
Negative.
That guy out there, right? Positive or negative? Positive is up. Negative flips you upside down. Right?
Yep.
Okay. Here's my axis of symmetry. What's that equation?
X equals negative
X
1.
equals negative 1. Perfect. Perfect. C. Vertex. What do you think? Okay, so it's gonna be opening down, Trey says.
Would it not be the
Negative
same?
2, 4.
Now be careful. First of all, what's that +4 on the end main? We've gone up 4, right? We've gone up 4.
Oh, is it right 2?
Did we go right or left at all?
No.
No, because there is nothing in a parentheses here. Look, isn't this what moves us sideways?
Yeah.
So I didn't add anything to that X. So this is at 0, 4. It didn't go sideways at all, but it went up 4. And because of the negative, it opens down. Here is the axis of symmetry. Don't get confused. Do what you've done. What is the equation?
X equals 0.
X equals 0. Isn't your axis of symmetry always going to be x equals? Because it's always going to be crossing that x-axis. All right. Now, would you and your partner try D, E, and F? See if you can do the same thing for D, E, and F. Find the vertex, axis of symmetry, direction of opening.
Right 1.
You do not have to graph them. I always think it helps, but you don't have to.
0, 0. Yep. Yeah, 0.
So it'd be 2, 1.
Zion, you got these done?
Yeah. Because me and Brian actually got them done pretty fast.
Keaton, are you just copying his or are you having a conversation over there?
We're checking.
Okay. All right, where'd you put the vertex for this first problem, D? Oh, where is it?
One negative.
Right 1 down 2. Which way did you have it opening?
Down.
Down. What was its axis of symmetry?
1.
X equals 1. If you just put 1, you're gonna miss half credit. The axis of symmetry is an equation. X equals 1. Okay, didn't have it right now. X equals 1. Any question about that? Perfect. Isn't this one just your BFF card?
Yeah.
So I hope you said the vertex was at the origin.
Yep.
0.
It opens up, and your axis is x equals 0. And what about this one?
2, 1.
2, 1
X equals 2.
opens
Up.
up, and x equals
2.
2. Perfect. This form right here, this right here, is called vertex form. And it's called vertex form because you can look at it and see the vertex, right? Right 2, up 1. Look at the equation in number 4A. Can you look at this one and tell me the vertex? No. No. Think about multiplying all this out. If you foiled and distributed and did everything, it would look something like this. I am not gonna have you write it in vertex form, but we are gonna find the vertex axis of symmetry and direction of opening. So I'm gonna teach you another little trick, another way to do it. If the equation is written in vertex form, then you're gonna do exactly what you've been doing. Okay? Over 2, up 1. If the equation is written in what we call standard form, can still find your vertex axis of symmetry and direction of opening. But we'll do a little different. So, first of all, this one's gonna open up. How do I know that? Anybody have an idea how I know that?
There's no negative up front.
There's no negative out front. It's as easy as that. The number out in front is a positive 1. That means it's gonna open up. If that had been a negative 1, it would open down. It is that easy. Now, I can't find my vertex just yet. I'm gonna start by finding my axis of symmetry. There is a little formula that maybe you have seen before. X equals negative b over 2a. That is your axis of symmetry formula. And the a and the b are the same as if you were doing the quadratic formula. So a is
X.
1, b is,
Negative 2.
and we don't need c, but if we did, it would be 2. So it's the same a, b, and c that you've always used. Your formula is negative b over 2a. So for this problem, negative b would be 2, right?
Yeah.
Over 2a's, that's another 2?
Yep.
So my axis of symmetry is x equals 1. Now, we didn't talk about this, and I don't know if you noticed it or not, in every single one of these problems that we did, what did you notice about your axis of symmetry
Get your X
and the x coordinate of your vertex? It's always the same? So if I know my axis of symmetry is x equals 1, don't I know that my vertex is going to be 1 comma
Yeah.
something? And how will I find the something?
Substitute. You substitute. the-
Substitute
the thing.
1 back into the original equation. So I'm gonna have 1 squared, and a calculator, you can use a calculator to help you, minus 2 times 1 plus 2.
Yeah.
So that's 1 minus 2 plus 2, which is 1. So your vertex is 1 comma 1. Axis of symmetry is x equals 1, and it opens up. Right, let's do one more together. Would you agree that this is in standard form, not vertex form?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna have to use my formula. Oh, first of all, which way is it open? Alright, axis of symmetry, formula says, let me write it down. A is 2, and B is negative 8. So, negative B over 2A, negative B, that would be positive 8, over 2 times 2. So my axis of symmetry is x equals 2, which means my vertex is 2 comma. And then what do I do? Plug the 2 in, and this is where you've just got to be careful, because when you plug 2 in, I took out the x's and put in 2's. What's this equal?
8
8. Because what do I do first?
squared.
Square, PEMDAS, exponent. So this is 4 times 2, that's 8, minus 16 plus 10, so that works out to be,
2.
oh gosh, 2? They don't always match. Well, I don't want you to panic when you see the fractions in C. So let's go do that one together. They're just fractions. Nothing changes, I mean, everything exactly the same way. Going to be fine. Which way do I open?
Up.
Up. Alright, so what's my A?
1/3.
1/3. And my B is
4/3.
4/3.
How would you like?
So my axis of symmetry
Would you multiply it by the inverse?
will be negative 4/3 divided by 2 1/3. What's 2 times 1/3?
Oh, 1/9. Oh no, 2/3.
2/3, there we go. You guys, 2 over 1 times 1 over 3. 2/3?
Yeah.
What do I do when I have a fraction divided by a fraction?
You multiply by its inverse?
Keep change flip. So negative 4/3 divided by 2/3, that's the problem, is gonna be negative 4/3 times 3/2. What happens? What's negative 4/3 times 3/2?
Negative 12 over 6.
Negative 12 over 6,
Negative
which is
negative
negative 2. So all that in our axis of symmetry was x equals negative 2. Which means the vertex is negative 2 comma. Well, here we go. I'm gonna plug in negative 2, right? What's negative 2 squared?
4.
So 1/3 times 4 over 1 will be 4/3.
Yeah.
That's gonna work out to be 4/3. What is 4/3 times negative 2 over 1?
Negative 8 over 3.
Negative 8 over 3. And then I have minus 20 over 3.
Which is
So 4 minus 8,
negative 4.
negative 4, minus another 20,
Negative 20.
negative 24 thirds, which is negative 8.
Can we just put that on our calculator?
Yep, you'll have a calculator for all this. Okay? All right, I hesitate to do this, but try D on your own. Give D a shot. Don't panic with the arithmetic. This one's actually gonna be easier. The 3-part question, vertex, axis, symmetry, direction of opening. Direction of opening you should already have written down. What is it? Yeah, nobody misses that, come on. Is your A negative 1/2 and your B is negative 3?
Yeah.
Right, now watch this, we're gonna do negative B over 2A. What's 2 times 1/2? 1. So isn't your denominator just negative 1? 2 times negative 1/2? So my axis of symmetry is negative 3?
Yep.
Which means my vertex is negative 3. All right, let's see if you can plug negative 3 back into your equation. Now, I of course did it without a calculator. You can go ahead, do it with a calculator. Hopefully we get the same. Did you guys, anybody else get positive 2?
Yeah.
Okay? All right, let's look at number 5. Number 5. Different kind of problem. I have a vertex and then some random point. So containing means, okay, so I've got this thing, the vertex is at negative 2, negative 3, and here's the point 1, 2. So it just goes through there, it just looks like this. That's just a random point on the shape. Now your job is to write the equation of that. This is easier than you think. One of the very first problems that we looked at several of them, and they looked like this. Okay? And I said that's vertex form. Why is that vertex form? Because I can see this parabola is right 5, up 9. So the vertex would be at 5, 9. So now think backwards. If I know my vertex is at negative 2, negative 3, could I write an equation that looks like that? But somehow incorporate that vertex?
Yeah.
So if this has gone left 2, what will be inside the parentheses? If it went left 2,
Plus 2.
have to be x plus 2. And if it went down 3, this would be
Minus 2.
minus 3.
Yep.
Would everybody agree? Okay, if our head is on our desk or on our arm or something, let's get it up. Okay. The only thing that's missing is, I don't know what this number is out front. I can kind of tell from my picture that it's going to be a positive, but I don't know what it is. So for now, I'm just going to call it A. You can call it N, you can call it anything you want, don't call it X, because we already have an X. But it's just some number, I don't know what it is. This random point that I was given is an X comma Y, would you agree with that?
Yeah.
So, if I put a 2 here and a 1 here, will I be able to solve that and figure out what the A has to be? Yep. So 2 equals 1 plus 2 is
3.
squared is,
9.
so this is 9A, these are times, 9A. Add this minus 3, now I need to solve that equation. What do I do first to solve that equation? Add 3. So 5 equals 9A.
5.
Divide by 9. So this guy right here, this A number, is 5/9. Now, I don't care that it's a weird number, it doesn't matter. I'm done. That's the answer to the question. Good?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's try the next one. Remember, the vertex form is y equals something, x something squared plus something. That's the vertex form. For problem B, we know that our vertex is 0, 1. So stop right there. That means we've gone nowhere sideways, which means this is 0. And I went up 1, which means this is a plus 1. And the only thing I don't know is that. So I called it N this time, call it A-N, I didn't matter, call it something. Now, how do I find it? I take the other random point, which is 7,3. And what do I do with it?
Replace it with the other.
So 7 goes in for X, and 3 goes in for Y.
Yep.
Make sure you're putting the X, this is the X. Make sure you're putting the X in the X place and the Y in the Y place. All right, 7 minus 0 is, squared is, this is 49N. It's not 49 plus 1, it's 49N, or A, whatever, 49 variable, plus 1. So now we will subtract 1 and divide. So again, that is a horrible number, but I don't care because I'm not doing anything with it except writing it out here in front. What, Ryan?
I feel like in one of the problems it was -1 and now it's +1. I think I just did my math wrong.
Well, my vertex was 0, 1.
Oh, so it'd be, yeah.
So
it'd be
0 plus 1.
Yeah.
All right, last one on this, of this type. Here we go. Vertex is a 2, -1, and it contains the point 4, -5. Always start with your vertex. Guys, always, always, always start with the vertex. what did you write down?
1 equals A,
A,
parentheses, X plus C.
actually it will be minus 2. Sometimes it helps to draw it. We're going right 2, down 1. So to go right 2, that would have to be an x minus 2. And of course it's squared because it's a parabola. And then we went down 1.
Yeah.
So it will be a minus 1 this time because that's what takes me down 1. You know this, just kind of take a deep breath. This would take you right to down 1, which is exactly where you want to be. Now what?
Use the other coordinate point.
Use the other point, and just plug it in. So negative 5 equals A times 4 minus 2 squared minus 1. Now be careful when you solve this. Do it step by step. 4 minus 2 is 2, squared is 4. The 4 does not get combined with anything. That is a 4A. So now we will add the 1, so negative 4 equals 4A. This one actually works out nice. So A is negative 1. And then what we write in the answer blank, A is negative 1. The equation is what goes in the answer blank. The answer isn't A, the answer is the equation with the A put back in, negative 1 put back in. All right? All right, once you get a sheet of paper real quick. Real quick, we don't have time to dilly-dally, get out a sheet of paper. Quick review problems. Let's guess what's in your future on Tuesday or Thursday.
Hi, please.
Quizzy thing. I don't know. Let's just focus on this right now, Mr. Grayson. Let's go. All right. Question is it a polynomial?
No.
If not, why not? Okay, so a simple yes is okay, but a no is not okay. You have to explain yourself. So is that first one a polynomial?
No.
No, because negative exponent. Negative exponent, not allowed. Is the second one a polynomial? Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't, you don't have to explain that. When you said yes, that automatically means it doesn't break any of the rules. What are our 4 rules? No negative exponents,
No X.
no x in the denominator,
No
no fractional exponents,
No X under.
no x under a radical. Those are your 4 rules. Okay? That doesn't break any of them. All right, how about this guy?
No.
No, that's a no, because we have a variable in x in the denominator, right?
Yeah.
Got it?
Yeah.
Okay, second part of the quiz. write the equation of the linear function where f of 3 is 8 and f of negative 2 is 3. Write the equation of the linear function. Okay? So here we go. What do we think, what's going through our head first?
You gotta
X
make
and
a-
Y.
These are points.
Yeah.
3, 8, negative 2, 3. Don't mess those up. 3, 8, negative 2, 3. Now what?
Find the slope.
Find the slope. So 3 minus 8, negative 2 minus 3. Looks like our slope is 1. Then what?
Oh, you put in points.
Y minus 8.
Pick a point, I'll just pick that one. Y minus 8
And then 1.
equals 1, x minus 3.
Yep.
And since the direction said, write the linear function, your answer is gonna have to be f of x equals. And that means y equals.
Yep.
So we'll get y by itself. It looks like f of x equals
X plus 5.
x plus 5.
Yep.
So Thursday's a big day for you. Got a little quizzy poo over this, and the 2.1 homework is due. So 2.1 homework is due, and we have a little quizzy poo over this, and that's Thursday. All right? There are no office hours on Thursday because of PSA